I think it was. I think they were maybe a 10 for 30. But we were able to kind of out rebound and make some pretty good stops. And I thought offensively we did some pretty good things. So pretty good game. Then you go to Sam, and it was full court press from tip off till halftime, and then a lot of fouls. We shot 38 free throws. They shot 31. So it was at 69 free throws we shot. It was like a 4-hour game. A lot of stuff called. But, I thought missing 12 free throws was probably the biggest difference in the game. You lose by 4. We pressed at the end of the game. We turned them over probably about 12 times in the second half by pressing. So we created some opportunities for ourselves that we missed. And thought we played hard, different lineups throughout the game. I thought we got better at some of the things. First half against the press, we had only 9 turnovers. In the second half, just against half-court defense, we had 9 turnovers. So got to get better at that. We out-rebounded them. So a lot of good things happened, just fell a little short. But to me, it was about making free throws.
It seemed like the turning point was in the third quarter of the San Diego game. What changed between the first half to the third quarter to make it a different game?
Well, they were pressing off the make and miss the whole first half. And then they come out the second half and didn't press at all. They just got back. And what they did in the half court is they denied us big time, that we couldn't catch and we couldn't get in. They denied us from getting into our offense, and we didn't really handle it as well. I mean, we got some backdoor cuts and we got some layups, but it created some turnovers for us too. We made some decisions that probably weren't the best in the half court. And we just didn't adjust as I thought we would. I thought when they got out of it, I said, well, it's good. We're going to be able to, because the first half, it looked like we could score in the half court, but I guess they were scrambling. But I think that was the biggest thing is they did a pretty good job on their defense the second half to kind of shut us down.
Did you like the way y'all handled pressure? Does it look like y'all going to be able to handle pressure better this year, judging by this game compared to last season?
No doubt. I felt a lot. I mean, I think the kids felt comfortable too, with the different lineups and all that. I mean, I think the freshmen it's going to take some time, but the returners did a great job of finding the open person and getting it down. So the turnovers wasn't bad against the pressure, the full court pressure, which usually is our problem. It was more or less the overplaying of us, and we didn't adjust well. But yeah, I do feel more comfortable that we are confident that we're a better team as far as keeping those turnovers down.
Were the wrong people at the line, or is that a concern for you, free throw shooting potentially long term?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can correct it. I think we need to spend some more time on it. And I think that's just the individual thing. But yeah, I mean, certain people like Brandy I think Brandy was 9 for 10 or something like that. She missed the one. So we love her at the line all the time, But there's a couple of kids that need to get better at the free throw shooting, and our field goal percentage has to stay consistent. The first quarter was 38%, second quarter 50%, third quarter 20%, then 50%. So we're not being consistent at shooting the ball, and I think we can shoot it. I think that's something that we're going to have to get more comfortable with.
Did your rotation at all change, or has anything changed from what you thought it would be, going into the exhibition games and to now yet? I know it's still early, but has anything changed?
Yeah, well, I think a lot changed this past game, and it wasn't because of the play of anybody or it's just we were just trying to find somebody to get us going. I thought Jasmine Thomas didn't play as much. I think she probably had maybe 8 or 9 minutes, which usually we were kind of expecting her to play her more. And Diamond Morrison didn't play as much. I know Andrew Canoia played more. I think she had 26 minutes, and she was running the point. So that was something that was kind of different that we thought would work. And then our freshmen, we tried to get them in under the pressure and all that, and trying to give them some experience and stuff. So we're still playing a lot with it, and I think sometimes we may need to be sticking with what makes them more comfortable instead of what we think that's what's the best. I think we got to find them to be more comfortable with each other, and I think that's going to a process. And I mean, it may take some time to figure it out.
What do these two teams this week present? What kind of matchups do you look at?
Well, McNeese, they're a little bit more post-oriented, slower half-court team. I think they got a couple of good guards that can shoot it. Defensively, I mean, they're going to mix it up with the zone and the man. So it's going to be a little bit slower game, I think. Southeastern's got a lot of newcomers and stuff, and they're going to try to run it up and down. So and most everybody in the Southland is guard-oriented. It's kind of more of a guard-oriented conference than even the Sun Belt. So you're going to see some guards that are going to be able to shoot it, and most of them can get up and down. I think Casey Cryer at McNeese slows it down a little bit more, and she's going to try to pound it in a little bit against us. She's got a couple of nice-sized post players that I think she may try to take advantage of. They're not much of a pressing team, but they may try to press us a little bit. But I mean, I think the matchup's going to be pretty good for us, and I like that the differences of in the team's ability to press and to run. They're different than Sam. Sam just was all out, 100%. Let's go, 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 and this be a more controlled type game.
We were talking about this with volleyball earlier. In the different sports over the years, there's been all sorts of different formats for conference tournaments. With everybody gets in, some get in, bye, double byes, no byes. Do you prefer like a tournament where there's a carrot dangling that you need to do well in order to qualify for the tournament, or do you prefer that everybody gets a shot at the end?
Well, I think the season's so long that I think for me, I think it's good for everybody to get in, because you may be hurt at the beginning of the season, or you may just be getting a transfer to be able to start playing in December and all that, and you're going to be a complete different team in March, I see that all the time, or you may be the best team, but you may be injured at the end of the season. So if you get those buys that really don't help you that much, because you're not a complete team. So that's why I think that's why they call it March Madness, I think, because it's completely different than when you start now. That's why I don't really get too worried about right now. Right now is all about learning and getting better. Yeah, you want to win, and everybody else wants to win around you, but at the same time, can you get better every day? Tony used to talk about it all the time. Can you get better every day? Can you get better every day? And when you get better, you're going to start getting some W's. But I think everybody's different. Basketball is just a different sport. I think when you get into March, man, I think it's anybody's game. You play on emotion. You play as a team. Chemistry makes a big difference. Are you ready to? Are the matchups the same? That's what I like about going into the tournament. Not necessarily you want a 1 or 2 seed. You want to know who you match up against, and that's who you want to play against. So sometimes it's the luck of the draw. Sometimes you put yourself in a great position with a seed, and then all of a sudden you're playing somebody you can't beat, because of matchups. And I know Kevin always talked about matchups, so I really believe that.